Hello, my lovely gems, and welcome back to Gems Life Live. And we gonna get into some things. Hello, my lovely gems. Welcome back to the channel. Please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. So we have Gunna. Now, Gunna has been released. He's actually now done time served. He pleaded guilty. Now, what that means is he is pleading guilty to the court for his role in whatever his charges were that they are finding him guilty of and that he's pleading out of. Now, it seems to be the charge where he was in the car with Thugga and they found a gun and methamphetamine and a couple other things. And basically, the prosecutor in the plea is asking him, basically stating that he said that that's not his. And 6ix9ine is going off and having a field day with this. Gunna's lawyer has actually came out and been like, Gunna did not snitch. Nothing that was said in the plea agreement will be used in court against Thugga. So now this is where this comes in. Akademiks said something about this as well. He does not believe this is going to go to trial because there's so much evidence mounted against Thug. He believes that Thug will plea out, okay? So the fact that the lawyer said nothing will be used against Thugga in the trial. Now, if there was a trial going to happen, then I couldn't see how they would not be able to use it. But he must have had to give some information to be able to get this plea agreement. They must know that Gunna is not really part of the gang or he doesn't have a big role in the gang, but that's why they allowed him to have no bond for so long, because that can mentally F with somebody. Now, we don't know. Lil Duval said something that was significant to me. He said we shouldn't be calling Gunna a snitch until Thugga does. And I agree. If Thugga is not regarding him as such, which he can't really come out and say it. I'm not really sure how we could all find that out. Gunna's sister came out basically saying like, yo, y'all got to chill out. Like, it's not that, blah, 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 blah. So I'm not really sure how we would know if Thugga is thinking he's a snitch unless Thugga comes out and actually tweets it or says it to somebody and it starts coming out that way. Now, he could be just telling people to put out the narrative that it's so. And if that's the case, then the narrative is going out there for sure. I seen some guy putting cheese near what was supposedly, allegedly Gunna's truck, little pieces of cheese. So we just need to find out if Thugga believes that he is a snitch as well. So when that comes out, then I will say Gunna, could have held it down longer than 7 months and seen what happened to Thug. Now, Thug did have a court appearance yesterday, and we're not exactly sure what that court appearance was for. So when we figure that out, then we will know more about what Thugga feels and what he thinks of the situation. So moving along, it's been released that Top5 has been listed as one of the witnesses in the court case of XXX Tentacion's death. Now, he's been named along with Drake, Joe Budden, and a few others. So we're all wondering how Top5 is a witness in the XXX Tentacion murder. Like, it's just weird. So we're going to wait and see what happens in that trial. As you all know, there's been some things said about X's death being a little weary. I said that in my last video. If you want to go check that out, there is some theories rolling around out there. So we're definitely going to keep you updated on that because that is very interesting. Now in also Toronto news, we have Black of the Dawn that made a few statements, basically just saying like he's corporate and a lot of these rappers aren't corporate. And do you think that corporate companies are going to allow you to come to their events when you have ops, and that the ops could potentially pull up and pause. And the ops could potentially pull up to the corporate event. Now, a lot of people took to this not in a great way. They're basically saying they actually used shout outs to Six Sound or Keep Six. They used it was Keep Six, I believe. Keep Six Solid. Shout out to them. They used the Gems Life interview that I have with Blacka, the part where he's like, "I've been to jail," and it says it in the screenshot as when they started reporting about this. Now, I think people are getting it a little bit misconstrued. Block of the Dawn is basically just trying to show you kids that if you can't travel, it's really going to mess up your career. So if you do want a career in entertainment and hip hop or entertainment and writing or acting, anything where you need to travel to the States, you definitely need to have a clean record. Now, I do believe the way that he said it could have been different. His delivery was not proper. So a lot of people took it wrong. Roadrunner said, I fuck with dude, but, he didn't have to say it like that. A lot of people are just trying to make a living. So I respected that comment, but I also believe that people need to read between the lines. He's not trying to shit on y'all. He's basically just saying, like, if you are out here rapping about ops and there's been violent things going on in your history and you might be doing cases, although it helps for your popularity as a rapper, it doesn't help for the behind the scenes and traveling and things that will propel your career to where you want to go. So I think if people look at it like that, instead of looking at the delivery and the sender, you might understand it a bit more and appreciate the gems. Okay, moving along. Yay, shout outs Milagro Grams from Mob Radio. Now, all of you know from Gems Life that I'm a Barb and Milagro Grams is a Barb, and she actually has a YouTube channel called Mob Radio. I have been listening to her for years, and I am very happy to say that she has made her way. She is now with Akademiks on Lives. She is covering the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion trial, and I just think it's really awesome. So shout out to her and shout out to Akademiks for giving her his platform so that it can grow hers. I really, really think that that's awesome. And I think YouTubers and people who are in the media should help each other like that. I'm going to be doing another video on the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez trial. I think it's a lot to talk about. It's going to be longer than this video, I'm sure. So I'm not going to delve into it so much right this moment. But yes, a lot is going on, and I am not sure that they have beyond reasonable doubt to prosecute Tory for the shooting. My personal opinion is that maybe he could have done it. I think that there was a big altercation between all of them, and I think things were said, things were done, people were beating up on people, and some shots went off. And who knows if it was directed toward a certain person or maybe it was directed towards the ground. But I do believe something happened. Do I believe that it's going to come out in this trial? No. So I believe this case is going to get thrown out, but I will do another video on that and I will let you know my thoughts. I'm just going to see what else happens today. We know that Kelsey already testified. She threw the big bombshell that she is pleading the fifth and that she has immunity. So obviously she did something in that whole thing because she's trying to protect herself. So anyway, I will let you guys know. And thank you, my lovely gems. Please like, share, and subscribe and comment below on any of these topics. And I will be back with another video. Bye for now, my lovely gems.